Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Play TFTC Reimagined. I'm Angel, and today we're going to do the final mission of Battle 6, which is a brand new, unique mission to TIE Fighter, or TFTC, which has absolutely no basis in the classic campaign at all. This is all my own work and story here, and it's called Interlude. So let's have a listen.
Loading all related materials and supplies of the mag-pulse weapon technology to our cargo ferries, and we'll take them back to Admiral Zarin's research base. Their board members and technicians have already revealed much useful information. You will escort our cargo ferries back to their research base and ensure their safe arrival. After this, you will set a course for the Omar system, where our main TIE Advanced factories are located. Here your craft will be retrofitted with the new tractor beam weapon system, developed by Admiral Zarin's research team. Alongside you will be a squadron of newly completed TIE Defenders, which are also transferring to this sector for further upgrades and final testing. You will be flying the TIE Advanced designated Delta 1 along with 7 wingmen. As we have decisively destroyed the rebels' ability to operate in this sector, no opposition is expected, so this should be a nice, quiet escort mission for you. That said, always stay alert for the unexpected, and stand by for any further orders in flight. We have loaded the supplies and materials of the project onto our...
This mission is very little has very little combat. It's almost entirely a story world building kind of mission. And whilst there is a bit of combat, you really don't need to participate that much in it. It pretty much plays itself, and that's the intent of this mission.
Once completed, you will then...
I'm basically trying to tie in the story between, from this point up to sort of Battle 9, and the various plot threads that will get introduced. So this is going to accomplish several things. So first off, let's look at... We're in the Omar system. This is where all the main TIE Advanced factories are located. We do see this system in Battle 8. It's being attacked by Zarin forces in Battle 8, and I thought it'd be cool to actually go here before Battle 8 and establish this system in the story before we even ever see it in Battle 8 or it's even mentioned.
The upgrade. Once you arrive...
So we're establishing the Omar system in the factories, and we're also establishing that Zarin is running full production of the TIE Advanced and is loading up his ships with fleets and fleets of these things.
Any potential threats.
So that's one story point established. It also, by the end of this mission, you see a large fleet at Omar. You know, we're talking lots of destroyers, corvettes, frigates, support ships. And again, this is selling the size and resources at Zarin's disposal. He has a proper big fleet at his command. It also first shows us the TIE Defender in action. Although we saw the TIE Defender briefly in Battle 6 Mission 1 just being loaded on, this is the first time we'll see the TIE Defender in combat. So this also shows the player, before they get to fly the TIE Defender themselves, the power of the Defender. And again, you see we've got more capital ships here, a couple of modified frigates, the Ecliptic Star frigate. But yeah, we're going to have a squadron of TIE Defenders with us, along with the TIE Advanced. And we're going to see the power of the TIE Defender shortly. So yeah, that's another establishing point for the player, showing off something before you get to play it. The next point is to actually establish the plot thread for Battle 9 and 10. In Classic, you might remember you get two factions, the Reniki and the Nami, who are going to basically steal or barter for the technology of the TIE Defender. It's the Nami in particular who do this, and the Reniki are just pirates who capture some scientists who want to ransom for you. My plan for Battle 9 is to basically shove the Reniki mostly out of the plot entirely. That they will show up in one mission, but that's it, and focus entirely on the Nami, because I felt it was better, a better tightly written story by just focusing on the one faction, and on the Nami and Ali Tariq in particular, who really wants this advanced technology. And so, as we will see shortly, we're going to meet the Nami for the first time 3 battles before they actually show up in normally. Now I wanted the player to come out quite a distance here, so they see this Star Destroyer in the distance and then realise, hang on, that looks like a Venator. And yes, this is the first time we're using the Venator Destroyer.
The cruiser Phalanx. We've been disabled and boarded by pirates, requesting immediate assistance.
This is TIE Defender Kappa 1 to unknown forces. Disengage immediately or be destroyed.
As you can see here, we've got a massive wave of Z-95s moving to intercept us, and we've got our own group, and this is just going to be pure stomping.
Hey, 1, attacking.
I mean, the player's barely going to have time to even get a hit off here. See if I can actually hit something while I'm there. But yeah, this is just showing not only the power of the TIE Advanced, but the even greater power of the TIE Defender itself. Now, I have actually flagged the Defenders as invincible, so none of them can be destroyed, just to ensure that superiority.
Another bandit down.
And yeah, this the point of this, just wipe out the Z-95s as quickly as possible. Within a minute, all of these Z-95s are gone, and their fighter screen is wiped out, and it's just dealing with the gunships and the destroyer itself.
Got him.
And the Venator is a favourite destroyer design of mine. I've always liked seeing them in the prequels, for however flawed the prequels are as a film series. I actually have a model of one of these a long time ago. Badly painted. But what can you do as a kid? So yeah, these Corvettes don't last long at all against this kind of power. They just melt.
I've got a starship firing at me.
And you might notice that the destroyer is firing blue lasers, just like in Clone Wars. But yeah, I'm trying to establish the Nami here early on, and the reason that Ali Tarek eventually ends up grabbing the TIE Defender, because she already knows about the TIE Advance, and this is why she's capturing this Arquitans here to try and grab personnel regarding this. And then she sees what the TIE Defender does to her forces, and immediately escapes, obviously, because then we've also got, yeah, you see some reinforcements there. So yeah, she sees what the power of the TIE Defender does to her forces, and that of course piques her interest even further, and she wants that craft. And so that all plays into what I've got planned for Battle 9 going forward. And then the Nami will be a considerably greater military threat than they are in the classic version. I intend them to have at least 3 or 4 Venator destroyers as well as support ships in their fleets. But yeah, you can see the quick response of Zaren's forces here. We've got 4 capital ships quickly coming to the aid of the Phoenix, which was captured, or at least boarded. But that's the extent of the combat in this mission. That's it. Job done. Now we can finally go to the Omar system. This is incidentally also the second mission since the Harkov Fleet Recon, which uses all 4 regions to hyperspace to. And here we are in the Omar system. And look at the size of that fleet.
Damn, look at the size of that fleet.
I literally just said that.
TIE Advanced on sensors. It's like a second empire out here.
Now if you look on the map by pressing the M key, you'll see literally dozens of TIE Advanced just going about to... there you go, see? You can see groups of them all going to the various capital ships. So our first look of a Gladiator Destroyer. That's the first time we see one of those. Another one of the new ships we had for Reimagined. The Omar system itself is much bigger. In the original it's just 3 TIE Advanced factories. This version it's 5 plus the central research station. Really wanting to sell the size of this facility here. We're also showing off another new ship which I've added for 1.2, which is the Raider Corvette. This ship's going to feature quite prominently in the Battle 9 onwards. It's a nice, cool little design. I know it's a recent design, but it's a fun one. I really do enjoy the look of this one. It's like a type of mini destroyer. Many of you may not know this, but there is actually bonus goals for inspecting these escort carriers here. It's just going to say TIE Advanced, I think. Yeah, TA squadrons. And yeah, we're again selling the size of Zaren's fleet and how he's just loading up to the brim all of his ships with TIE Advanced. And this is all foreshadowing his eventual betrayal and why he has so many of these things under his control. And many of the starship names you see here, you will see again in the subsequent campaigns you'll fight against them and you will destroy them, or they'll destroy some of your stuff, all trying to establish that continuity going forward. And yeah. Also, you might notice the music is not the typical kind of quiet lilting stuff you'd find when you normally have just nothing but friendlies, and that reason is because of this probe. I didn't want that. I want the music to be this kind of a bit more dramatic because of what I'm trying to establish here. So I had to add this probe, which has a different IFF, which is an enemy IFF, even though it's basically Imperial looking. And that causes the music to shift because there's an enemy present, so we're going to a slightly more dramatic music. Otherwise it would just be this nice, quiet, lilting...
Is the B weapon completed?
Yes, Admiral Zarin. We are ready to deploy the weapon.
Ah yes, and one last thing is that obviously the whole reason we're going here is to retrofit our ships with the beam weapon. This explains why we have the beam weapon and not just Zarin's forces, because he's still maintaining the pretense of being a loyal servant of the Emperor, so he of course still has to give us something, not just outfit all his own ships. There we go. Our 6th medal of Destiny.
Good work. You safely arrived at the Omar system along with the TIE defenders. What was unexpected was how these pirates managed to engage and disable one of our ships carrying vital personnel. Our scans showed the pirate flagship belongs to a faction called the Nami, led by Ali Tarek. The Nami used to reside in the Galactic Core, but were driven to the Outer Rim during the Clone Wars, and have since been forgotten. This may explain their use of a Clone War era Star Destroyer.
So I had to look up some history of the Nami, what history there is. And so yeah, it's basically they are refugees of the Clone Wars and are basically nomadic now, but I think it also helps explain why they're using Clone War era technology, certainly their capital ships.
Intelligence has been tasked with tracking this group down, so they present no further threat to us in the future.
Admiral Zarin has been making sure production of the TIE Advance reaches its full potential. Dozens of squadrons of these vastly superior starfighters are now making their way into the Imperial fleet. However, he seems to be inappropriately outfitting many of the ships under his command first with these new fighters, rather than deploying them where they may be needed the most.
So yeah, again, just emphasizing to the player that we've got lots of them, but for some reason Zarin's just taking them all.
His authority. We will have to keep a closer eye on him.
This is slightly unusual that the Secret Order only appears in the debriefing here. He doesn't appear in the briefing, but I felt it appropriate that he does sort of step in and say, hey, we kind of noticed that this guy's taking a lot of resources when he shouldn't be. But also it's a way to tie in, oh, by the way, we found the Protector, so we're reassigning you quickly because, yeah, we need to deal with that. So yeah, there we go. That is the end of Battle 6. And here's our next cutscene to set up Battle 7.
I am close to capturing Admiral Harkov's fleet.
Excellent, Lord Vader. Harkov's fleet must not fall in rebel hands. Be on guard. The Secret Order has alerted me of danger.
I will keep you informed of my progress.
Rely on the members of the Secret Order to carry out your mission. They have proved most valuable.
Indeed. Well. Anything new? Okay, we've got our 6th medal, and there's obviously our tattoo looking very elaborate now these days. I don't think we have any other memorabilia though. But yeah, our medal case is filling up quite nicely here. Still a commander. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else new here. What about emails? Now these screens are blank, there's not much I can do about it. And you can notice it says assigned to on leave, and that's because of the family stuff. Again, I'm not particularly sure why. But no emails either. So that's it. I suppose one thing to notice here, you notice all this detailing that's appearing on your helmet. This sort of progresses as you go through the campaigns. Just a nice little detail that some people might miss. Other than that, so yeah, that was Battle 4. No, Battle 6. Sorry, Mission 4. And yeah, next time it's Battle 7, the climax of the main campaign of the original TIE Fighter, and will contain 2 of the biggest fleet battles of Reimagined as well. And I'm going to look forward to talking about them when I get to them. So I will see you then, and until then, good hunting.